Sil. I'm Ana Clara from Liga GG. Volta para minha pergunta, por favor. Obrigado. In a scale 0 to 10, how do you evaluate the start of season to VKS? And why?
I think it's been a solid 7. I think 6.5 to 7. I think we had a very good preseason. 2 weeks of really intense practice, everyone putting in 14, 15 hours a day. But recently, we've had some disciplinary as well as maturity issues in the team. So I don't think our training this week was particularly great. And so I can't give a perfect 10. And also, this is just for training or in general? In general, right? Yeah. I think yesterday, I always say this to my players. I don't mind if you go 0-10 in a game. I don't mind if you play bad. I will make sure you have an opportunity and time to prove yourselves throughout the year. I don't change players often, nor do I change players ever in my career, unless forced. But yesterday what we showed was we played to not lose. And that's a significant mindset issue for me. We must play to win. We must play to win. And we just did nothing for 30 minutes. So yesterday was not particularly a great showing for us. And I think we have a lot of ways to improve. So we're hopefully going to show that in the next weeks.
Hello, I'm Leonardo from Liga GG. Yesterday you said you weren't happy with the result. And today, what you can talk about the game? You are happy with the game today?
I think the game today was a lot better. We had a significant mindset shift. I think we've realized the urgency of the situation, our issues in terms of our approach and how our mindset should be in these games. So I was a lot more happy with the aggression, although I do still think we had a lot of issues that we went over in practice that were reoccurring on stage as well. For example, the way that we control objectives, which push to control, which push to turn, how to team fight, counting cooldowns. So definitely not a perfect game. Better than yesterday. I think it's just a matter of taking small steps and going from there.
Hi, I'm Leonardo from Coletiva. It was the first time that Karma was chosen on CBLOL. Do you think she's such a strong champion that deserves to be banned?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a pick or ban champion right now, globally. My read today was, it was one of two, but I strongly believe that Liberty were gambling for Karma on red side, and they left it open. And their plan, in the case that Karma's out, was to play Ezreal mid. And so we banned the affiliates on 4-5, we forced them onto Ezreal bot lane, and then I think their mid laner just pulled out whatever he thought he could play into Karma, which was range. That, or, maybe they prepared this Vel'Koz all week and it worked out in scrims. It's one of the two, but I really do strongly believe it's the alternate, and it did look like that in their draft today.
Hello, I'm Thais from iSports, and Vivo Cage and Liberty are two teams that formed a long-term project, but the results are different. What's the main difference that you see between the both teams?
I mean, I think budget. I think that would be a big one. I think Liberty is a great project, and I was very close to signing with them this offseason. I think the coaches there are known to be great. I think they're some of the best Brazilian coaches that an organization can get. You're seeing progress week by week, and I think there are some really nice signings across the board from them, especially with some breakout performances from Makes. It's just in Cade, we were lucky enough to be able to have core players, or maintain a core player that was Gigo, as well as sign some imports, which I'm not sure would have been 100% possible at Liberty.
Hi, and again, Sil, you are a famous person in X, Twitter, and do you feel like you are kind of idol in Twitter in Brazil with some fans?
I think it's a bit ridiculous. I would definitely not call myself famous at all. Just if you look at the social media outreach, the size of the Brazilian fan base, I tweet a lot because, I mean, I'll probably talk about this in the podcast because I think it's part of the job. For me, social media, everything is a battle. It's a battle for space, same for streaming. What I can say is people talk and they say, well, this guy's on social media too much. Well, in January, we sold the most jerseys that Cade has in their history, in the history of the organization. This is a part of the job. The players, the staff, the coaching staff, everyone needs to understand this. And so, you know, I tweet, but that jersey sale, those fan bases, those extra numbers, add to our sponsorships, add to our revenue, and that overall adds to my ability to build a better team. So, yeah, I mean, think what you want, but I definitely don't see myself as an idol. I think I'm very far from that, and I don't think I'm deserving of that title.
Now we have a question for remote media at Discord. Lucas Bauch from eatsport.net says, for sale, yesterday you were very upset with the team, even saying that the problem wasn't losing, but spending 40 minutes without being able to do anything. Compared to yesterday, we saw a different Vivo Kid. What steps did you take to improve so much in just one day?
I mean, it's not. I mean, I always say this. I think people give me too much credit. Players are 85 to 90% of the team. The best thing that I can do is build the roster and to give a little bit of direction. The people that actually do the work in a team is the players that go there and play. When they go on stage, I can't tell them what to do. It's the same for a business. Like if you're a CEO of a company, you aren't the one making sales for a company. The salespeople, the people on the ground are. So I think the biggest difference was a mindset in the players and just reminding them of what we're here to do. There's one trophy. The only difference between coming second, third, and last is that maybe your career lasts a longer time. But that's a bunch of horseshit. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but whatever, right? There's only one trophy, and people need to realize that. So we were here to win today. We talked about it. And I don't think it was a matter of us not being able to do anything. And I was almost losing my mind, pulling out my phone and reading some of the things that I was reading, you know. I was like, whoa. Because our draft yesterday was 9-1. It was 9-1. We just didn't press any buttons. They stacked as 5. We didn't Orielt. Lucian's alone on mid-wave. We didn't Nocturne ult. We just sat there. We grouped as 5. Pack defensive mentality. Because the moment something went wrong, we were so scared to lose. And I think that the same thing happened in Kaboom. So this won't happen in the future because we're not here to fuck around, you know. We're here to win.